Young Squad, what up? It's your boy Young D if you're new to the channel. As you can see, I got a little special video for y'all today. As you can see from the title, the title's still a working progress. But welcome to Let's Talk About It. Uh, I guess my own podcast type like video of we talking about games and you know upcoming games, whatever. And our first topic, obviously, I'm playing it. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Let's talk about it. You know, we're about to talk about how good the game felt, what kind of sucked during the game, what I think the game could improve on, the rating of the game, and the big question: do we think this game will get GOTY of the year or get the GOTY award, as we should say? So first thing first, let's talk about the game. If y'all would have saw either my live stream when I was live streaming on Twitch, or even on my YouTube channel, wherever y'all watch the video, y'all see it. But I was low key in love with this game. This game was a fucking badass, man. I had a lot of fun. Never thought everything I was doing was too boring or anything. By the way, if y'all didn't know, I did got platinum on this game, so that's mean I collected all the trophies. And if you're gonna collect all trophies in the game, that's when you really had fun to keep playing it over and over again until you get all the trophies. Uh, they said this is the most beautiful game ever. I don't know if that's mean PS5 or like in general, but I'm gonna be honest. I think in general, this is the most beautiful game that we have right now. And this is only like what the first half of when the PS5 released, so it's not even we haven't even hit the first year of the PS5, and we're getting games like Ratchet and Clank being a nice solid 60 FPS. And speaking of 60 FPS, uh, so on my YouTube channel, my first playthrough, as you saw it, I did 60 FPS performance mode. But if you saw me live stream, I did challenge mode. Um, I did 60 FPS RT with a ray tracing, and I'm be honest, playing both of them, I want to say ray tracing was better because when you look at the cutscenes, uh, yeah, those cutscenes look really realistic in RT, and I like the way how you had like rivets and Ratchet's fur on deck. I mean, I had pretty fun. I enjoy the visuals. It was a sight to see. I think another beautiful game we're getting is Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West. So I need to like go ahead and like get the first one out. Uh, I need to like play the first one, beat it, check on that story, but we'll get to that point. So visually, like I said, this game was great. And I would say Sony, but it's really Insomniac Games that really made the game. Sony just sponsored it, basically, like a publisher and type shit. So now, how the game actually felt. The game felt really good. Gameplay was smooth as fuck. Didn't really come against no glitches, no bugs. Nothing game breaking or nothing like that. Um, with that being said, I mean, if you probably would have looked on my YouTube channel or when I was playing the video or on my stream, you would saw like the characters would start bugging out. They would kind of like start glitching, but I mean, you know, like I said, it wasn't game breaking. Like Returnal, where there is a bug where you just like stop your progress, where you can't move anywhere, and you have to like restart it. Especially, since it's a roguelike game, so you basically starting all the way at the beginning. Yeah, that's game breaking. That what made it horrible. But this game didn't have nothing like that, so which was pretty nice. Uh, replay value, as people would say. Would you like to like go back and go beat the game? I would say those are. I mean, it wasn't like the best, but I mean, it was still pretty good. Collect all 25 bolts. You get to like change how your game is. And then also you if you collect like the final three bowls, you get like the cheats. That's what I'm using right now. I got what infinite ammo on, no damage taken from me, and I was still leveling up all my weapons. As you can see, I've been holding this trigger for like the longest, and I'm still upgrading it, so that's pretty nice. Uh, I like the little Easter egg with the Keyblade, Kingdom Hearts, because Kingdom Hearts used to be a PlayStation exclusive, I believe, but then now Square Enix let Xbox have it. I mean, it's still on PlayStation. It's on like what every console now, or at least on Xbox, PlayStation, and Xbox. I know that, but it was pretty nice that I can switch to the Keyblade. As you can see, like every time I destroy somebody, you see the orbs. That's also from Kingdom Hearts. Another Easter egg that I like. Uh, the rating on the game for me, I don't know if y'all want to call this bias or not, but for me, this game is a 9.8. All right. I was I can't make it a 10 because then that's probably being really, well, I would say really biased, but I mean, some people will say that's a little bit too far fetched, or not too far fetched, but I'm boosting the game up a little bit, something like that. But honestly, a 9.8 is a good rating for this game. What would have made it a 10 is they actually would have like changed the variation of the characters. I mean, yeah, they're both Lombaxes, but really, they play the same way. There's really nothing different to separate them. Like for example, Spider-Man, and you got Spider-Man Miles Morales. Yeah, they're both Spider-Man, but Miles Morales out here got the little electric abilities, the Venom powers, and you got regular Spider-Man, that makes cool ass suits. Like, for he can adapt to any fight with these cool ass suits that he had. But other than that, I mean, I like the little armor. So you can see I got Rivet in like a little superhero type costume. And then I got Ratchet into like a badass Longback's gear. That Longback's gear is actually go pretty badass with Ratchet. He just look better in it. I try to put it for Rivet, but to me she don't look good in it. But when the superhero costume that I gave her, yeah, she looks pretty badass. So that's what I like about it. And then now on to you know what? Before I even get to that, let's get to bosses. So in this game, we basically fought like the same mini boss. The big iron robot had the same move, just like different name. Um, I know we fought him a little bit more, and then we actually do get some different amount of bosses. So you're not really fighting the same boss. But if they would have put like different type of like more, if they would have expanded on different type of bosses, that's what I meant to say. That would make the game even more better. You know, cause like if you really think about it, if you go to my playthrough, the only thing I really did to like those bosses was just like throw down my little ankle biters and let them go to work, and they were just annihilating anybody that really came into their path. So, but other than that, I mean, the bosses was not really that bad. I like how we actually did fought Doctor Nefarious, and then we went on to Emperor Nefarious. The fact that they actually put Emperor Nefarious different from the regular Doctor Nefarious was pretty nice. I like that where Emperor Nefarious had his not weak, there's like a wicked ass, cool ass power over here. Look like he's supposed to belong to a Star Wars saga or something. Nigga out here using a force and just throwing me and rivet out of nowhere. I'm like, damn, it's like that. But then again, you know, you never really use that in a fight though. You only just see it in cutscenes, but when you actually have to fight him, he uses like his suits, and then after that, he started fighting like regular Doctor Nefarious. And all the time you really do see he'll use his powers when he was summoning all those enemies. So I mean, they would have used Emperor Nefarious like abilities like in mid fight, like more than what they did instead of like spawning in enemies. That would have made the boss fight better. You know, just pointing out some things. But like I said, man, the game is still beautiful. Now on to the final question of the day. Do we think this game gonna get the GOTY award? Right now, I don't see any other game competing with it. All right, let's see. We got Resident Evil. I mean, yeah, it had a good ass story. You know, Resident Evil was really like an 8.5 for me if I really wanna go down to it. But you know, I don't think it'll be. I know it's probably gonna win some awards. You know, maybe like best horror game or like, you know. But as for an actual Game of the Year award, I don't see it. Now I know we got another game by EA. They did It Takes Two, or that's what I want to believe. It Takes Two. That's a good ass co-op game. I can definitely see it winning awards for co-op. You know, I can see it getting a nominated for Game of the Year. You know, I want to say Resident Evil could also be a nominee for Game of the Year, but you know, at this point, we also got like 6 more months, so you don't know what could be what. Um, Another thing, if you want to go after it, what else? So the Returnal. Returnal was a good game. That one was an 8 for me if I were really rating it. Returnal was pretty good. I ended up beating it. Surprisingly, I wasn't expecting to beat it. My first road game, and actually, you know, I kind of went kind of crazy. I went crazy. So, but as a game of the year, I don't see it. I don't even know if it's going to be nominated for game of the year. To be honest with you, you know, we still got like 6 more months until you know, we get the game award. So I mean, you never know. Let's see what type of games they is gonna be dropping. What type of games are gonna drop within these 6 months? We still got good games coming up. Life is Strange, uh, uh, Dying Light 2. Can't wait for that game to come out. That's in December. We also got Back for Blood. You know, the basically the Left 4 Dead spinoff or type game. You know, Final Fantasy Integrate, I never really played it. I'm not really a Final Fantasy fan. You know, I've been playing like I play Kingdom Hearts, you know. I like Kingdom Hearts more than I like Final Fantasy. I know some of you have already triggered about that, but I'm just being honest. I'm just, you know, don't hate the player, hate the game. That's just me though. But honestly, you know, I've been talking too much, but what I really think for me right now, I'll call Game of the Year is Ratchet and Clank. With its graphics, insane gameplay. You know, like I said, it is pretty fun to play. The way how the controller is played on this game too, like, you know, this is the shit, bro. This is the shit. But I mean, that's my opinion. So let me know what y'all think. Let me know in the comment section what do y'all think gonna get game of the year. Also, let me know what y'all think about this game overall, like its rating, 1 out of 10. Like I said, you know, 9.8 for me. So, but y'all's might be different. Y'all's might be different, alright? But that's what I like to do. I'm gonna try to do more let's talk about it conversations between games that's coming up, or games I already beat, so I can really talk about it. You know, so if I see another like big conversation throughout the gaming community, best believe I gotta make a video on it. We're gonna talk about it. But young, so without further ado, that is it for today's little, I guess, talk show. Talk podcast. We're not a fully blown podcast, so I mean, if you want me to make a gaming podcast, let me know in the comment section as well, saying D, let's get it going. Let's make a gaming podcast. I'm pretty sure I can wrap something up for y'all. But other than that, I mean, that's it. Young Squad, I love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's get ready for our next big gaming. The next big game that I'm gonna play is probably won't be like in another month or two. So I mean, I might end up throwing up some Scarlet Nexus. I wanted to see how that game plays. It looks like a nice little anime game, but also reminds me of Genshin Impact, and I never even played Genshin Impact, so it's gonna be crazy how that's gonna work out for me, but we'll see. Well, anyways, like I said, Young Squad, I love y'all, and Young D is out. Deuces.
Good show! Jolly good show!